Everyone, welcome back to my channel. So in today's session, we have come with a very interesting project. So we were learning event handling and this is one of them. So let's see, this is my canvas and here basically I can create a lot of stuffs related to Minecraft. For example, if I want to make a tree, so I need trunks. So I will be pressing T button from my keyboard and you can see a trunk structure has come. Not only that, I can just increase the trunk size by just dragging it up. If I want some more trunk, I can just get it and can adjust it accordingly like this. Okay, now what if I want some leaves over the trunk or maybe some blocks kind of a structure? So I have that as well. If I press Y, I can get some yellow bricks. If I am going to click on G, that is green, I get some grass. Okay, I think this is a specialty of any of the Minecraft that they get a grass kind of a structure like this, and you can also increase it or stretch it accordingly, and you can create a beautiful design out of it. So one more thing, which is that we also have added a Minecraft character over here, which can move left, right, up, down by just pressing the key. So I'm just pressing up, down, left, right key, and I can see the Minecraft character has come on my screen like this. Okay, so I'm just pressing left, right, up, down and just moving. So this is what we have to create in today's class. How can I create these breaks? How the pressing of the keys is making my character move? All the things will be done by the using JS command. So let me show you the output of my page. First of all, in the index.html, this is the basic structure I have added. Along with that, I have added a canvas, which is of 1600 height and width with an ID my canvas. A part of that, I have also a very interesting thing, which is called fabric.js. Now, what is fabric.js? It is basically a JavaScript library that simplifies drawing graphics, like the drawings which I'm doing, right? That graphics can be how the character is coming on the screen, how it is moving, how the previous character is deleting and the new character is coming. So deleting the previous character and then the new character is moving towards it, right? So these all the things will be done by or take care by this graphic.js. Like when I move my character, it's basically not making any kind of trace of my previous character. Okay, so now we have to start coding for main.js. If you have come so far, so please start coding with me. If you want a source code of this project, please do let me know in the comment section. I will also provide you the pictures. Let's understand this. First of all, I have to take a reference of the canvas. If you have seen my previous project over the canvas, I think you can easily do this. So let's do along with me. So it's new. Right now I'm using Fabric library, canvas, and the library should be on my canvas, but the graphics I want to add on my canvas. So I'll do that only. And then semicolon, right? Now I want to make my player X and Y positions. Like what is the X and what is the Y position of my player from where you need to start from. Again, you can give it anything of your choice. I'm giving player X position as 10 for now and the player Y position as 10. Okay, now there are blocks also. So I will be giving a block width at the beginning, which I can anyways change, stretch and change, right? But right now I'm giving the block width, block underscore image underscore width. See, if you give a good variable names, it will be easy for you only to identify that what is for what. And the same I'm going to give for the height, like a square block I want. So that's why I'm giving the height as same of 30. As I said that you can do copy paste easily. There is no problem. Now I'm making objects for my player. So I'm making a player object, which I'm keeping it as blank for now. And another variable I'm creating for block image object, which again is blank. Like initially there is no images. Fine. Now I have to make a function here. The function is player update, like how my player is going to come on the screen, right? So how to update the player in the index.html itself, we have done these codings over here, right? So I'm just directly making a call of my function and inside the JS only I will call the function. Let's do that. So I'm going to make a function here. The name of the function is player underscore update. Now, how this update function will work, that I am going to declare later. I have not done it in index.html as you have seen it, right? First of all, how my player will come, I have to use a graphics of fabric.js library. So I will be using that only. It's going to be fabric.image.from URL. Now the picture. The picture is nothing but your player.png. If you can just see it over here, this is my player.png picture. That is what you have to mention here in the double quotes, that it's player.png. Then you give a comma and then you will write function. And then in bracket, you write img, that is the image. And now I'm going to give a curly brackets because I want the entire image to be coming over here, right? So I'll give the curly brackets here because the function, inside a function, I'm writing the code. Got it? Now, let's see how I am going to do it. So first of all, it's for player object. So player object was empty before, right? So player object was empty. Now I want the image to be entered here. The image is nothing but img. So I will write equals to img. Now the next is I want to fix the scale of my player. So I will write player underscore object, which I'm going to say dot scale, okay, to width, and I'm giving the width for my player as 150. Okay, now the same thing I have to do for my height of the player. So I have to mention here height instead of width. Please be careful how I'm writing the spellings, though you know that I'm not good with it as well, but just be mentioned. Now the player position. So the top position is nothing but the player's X position, right? Whatever your player's X position, that is going to be top position. Whatever player's bottom position, that is your Y position, right? So this is how I have to also arrange it over here. Let's try. So player top position depends on player Y. So I will say player Y, because for up and down we use Y, and for left and right we use X. So player left position will be player underscore X. Let's give a semicolon here. All right, so this much is good. Now the next is what I need to do here over here. I have to just write down that the player object has been added to it, right? The player object has been added to it. How can I do that? So simply I'm going to use canvas dot add. That means the player object is added. Now, which object has been added? The player object. I have to mention that as well with a semicolon. So till this much, we have added this for the player. Here you can see there is an error is coming over here. So there is a way that I can fix this error. I can make a player object set. Now this is how I can give the object position. So I can write player object dot set. Okay. Then I can give a bracket. Inside the bracket, curly brackets. And in this, I can give the top and bottom positions. That means I'm setting the player X and Y positions. Okay, so I can give here the semicolon. I think I should remove this either. So this is done over here, right? So I'll just change this semicolon, enter, paste. So this is how I've added the canvas image for the player. Now the same way I have to do it for the objects. Yes, you're right. So how can we do it for the objects? For the objects, I'm going to do the same procedure. For this, I'm just going to just copy paste it and we'll do the changes one by one. How? Let's see. So it's going to be outside function. The function name is different this time. The name of the function should be new underscore image. I'm getting those image because I have the pictures of those image. So I will write image here. Now, this picture is not the picture because see, the pictures are continuously changing. The player is only one, but it can be a yellow block, it can be a green block, it can be a different block. So different blocks are there. So for that reason, I have to use the variable which I have passed there, which is get image. Now, all the player would be changed to block underscore image object, right? So I will change all the player object name to this only. First, I'll do that. Done. Now, what are the other changes? Of course, the width is not the width which is 150, but it is the width which I have given over here, which is block image width. Let's give it over here. Same way, the height. So let's give the height. Instead of 150, I'll write that. Block image. Now, it's going to be player X and Y because I want to check, I want to show that the player is making the object. So wherever the player is, I want that object will also in the same position. That's why I'm not changing the position, but yes, it's the object which is adding. So I will just remove it and I will write block image object. Now with this, I have make a function of adding a image of blocks and one more function of adding all the player in my code. Now how these functions will be working, that is what our next task. Now the entire thing will only be working when I press few buttons. Now let's talk about that which button are you pressing, right? So if I want to check that which button I will be pressing, we have to use the window.add event listener. This add event listener will work like a listener for the computer that which button are you pressing. And because you're pressing the button, it's a KeyDown event. And then you will write the function name, which is my KeyDown. My KeyDown can be changed because it's a function name, but KeyDown is an event. You cannot change that. Please write the name. Now, whatever the function name you have mentioned over there, you have to write the function over here, which is function my key down with a bracket, and then we can give a curly brackets here, right? Now, because there are events which are going to pass, so I will write E inside that. Now I want to make a variable which is going to hold whatever the event you are pressing, E dot key code. So if you press, suppose if you are pressing a button which is T for trunk, okay? If you press T, so that T is going to hold by this, then it was going to assign to this key pressed variable. Now, wherever I have to check that is it a T, I have to use it with the key pressed variable. Right? So now I will be checking that which key are you pressing. Now for moving up and down, we have already discussed it with the car project. So we are going to do that only here, which is key pressed is equals to 38. Again, computer do not understand the values by using T. So computer will not understand it's a T, it's a A, it's a B. Computer will always understand with the help of the S key values. I will use up here. Let's write up. Okay, up function will be called. Then the same process I'm going to do for all. So I have to do it for Control C, Control V. Let's say if you are going down, so I have to write 40 and I will be calling the function called down. Now the same process I have to follow for left and right as well. So what if I want to go left? I have to use 37. That's going to be left. And what if I want to go right? So I can do a thing of 39, which is nothing but right. Now, how this left right functions are working, that is what we will be discussing also. But this is the function which I have made. Now, there is only not left, right, up, down we are doing. We are also doing some more things. For example, let's say if key pressed is 87, that means you're pressing which button? You're pressing W. I'll just write this in console. Okay, console.log. You're pressing W. Okay. It will show you in console screen. But you are pressing W, but what happens with this? A new image which you have made will come, which is a wall image. Because W means wall, so a wall picture will come. Wall.jpg it is. If you see the left side, I have all the pictures coming over here. It's a trunk picture. This is my dark green. This is cloud. This is wall PNG. Understood? So with that only I'm using it. Now next is I have to do it for all. Now to save time, what I have done is, because the video is otherwise going to be very long. So after the wall, I have also key press 71 for ground. Again, key press 76 for light green, trunk 84, roof is 82. This is 89, which is Y if you are pressing, then the dark green, then the unique, and then cloud. Okay, let's see the output. So if I press C, yes, the C is coming here, which is cloud. If I inspect and check, you can see here, C is also coming here. Let's try with Y, okay, which is here. Can you see? So it's just coming one after another like this. Okay, now I have it here, which is suppose D. Okay, that also works here, right? So as we have done it for the blocks, let's do that how the player will be able to come on my screen just by pressing the arrow and can move left, right, up, down. Okay, so for this, I have to start coding for the player. So once my coding for this if conditions of all the codes for blocks done, I will be doing it after this. Let's check. Now I have to make a function here, which is function up, because as if over here, if I press 38, the up function will be called. Okay, so up function will be called. So I have to define up function here. So I will write function up. What this up function will do, it will first appear, my player will appear and then it will move, start moving up. But again, there is a condition of moving up like we have done it in the car project. So if for the condition, what we have to do, we have to first check that is your player is this side, because if it should be here, that is 0, 0, it should be down first, then only it can go up. If it is at 0, if you need to reach 0, 0, its value should be more than 0. The player Y value should be more than 0. Then only it will go up, 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 up and can reach out once to 0. Right? So like suppose if your marks is not 0, that means your marks is more than 0, right? That's why your marks is not 0. It's something like that logically. So I will be first giving it a condition that if player underscore Y is it greater than equals to 0, that means it's down. If it is down, then the player Y can update. So player Y minus whatever the block's height is. That is basically we have given 30 for now, right? That much above it's going to go. So I can say block image height. Then it's going to remove the previous player because otherwise it will show you multiple player. So this canvas.remove block code we will be using. This will be working only because of your fabric.js library, right? Then what I want to remove? I want to remove the player object. So that I have to mention here player object. I want to remove. Okay, then I have to update the player. So I will say player update. All right. So with this, my player at least will come by just pressing the up button. See it coming. Now the same thing I have to do for down, for left, and for right. So for this, let me show you. I've already done it. So over here, I've done it for up. Now this is for down. For down, I said that my player will go, we should be on the top, so to go down. So it should be less than 500. Less than 500 is somewhere around 0. Then only it will come down, 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 down. So if it is going to down, it will be a plus sign we have to do, removing the previous character and then updating a new one. Same for the left side. If you're going to left side, we always use the X coordinate. And here we have used the right side, that your player value should be lesser than 850 if it is right, if it want to go left, right side. See, if it is on the right side, for example, let me then explain if you did not understand this. If you want to go right side, that means the player should be on the left side, then only it will go right. And left side, the values are lower. It's a 0, 0 sign. Upper side is 0, 0. Then you can understand that how those values are increasing. Okay, so with this, we have completed our project, and let's see the final output. So yes, if I press the T button, so let's see if my blocks comes or not. So it's coming perfectly. Why it is coming perfectly? I can also get clouds. I can get walls. I can create a very beautiful design with the walls only. With here, you can make some grass. You can make some house over here. Please try to do it. And then if you want to make your player up, down, left, right, you can also try this out like this. Okay, so please do this project, and if you have any query and questions, please comment down below. And if you want to know that how I've done the images and all other things, I will give you the codes, I will give you the pictures as well. Please do let me know in the comments. Subscribe to my channel. I'll see you in my next video. Thank you so much.